In the lively streets of Port Harcourt, there was a young woman named Josephine. She was strikingly beautiful, with deep chocolate skin that gleamed under the city lights, a curvaceous figure, and a presence that could turn every head in her direction. Though she was only 22, she possessed an unusual power over men. Josephine was a virgin, untouched in body, yet she had chosen a peculiar life. She was a prostitute in the city, but no man had ever truly slept with her.
You know my price, darling. Let's make this quick and worth our while.
Her allure was her weapon. She knew where men would go when their desires pulled them from their homes. Josephine waited at these spots, always alert, always calculating. When a man approached, seeking the company of a woman for the night, she would agree to accompany him, but only on her terms. She would lead him to the room she chose,
Tonight, this will be
from
unforgettable.
start to finish. Once inside, as the man's anticipation grew, Josephine would reveal her true method. From her bag, she would pull out a handcuff. Tonight, she whispered with a sultry smile, this will be unforgettable. The man, enthralled by her beauty and confidence, would comply. Thinking it was all part of the experience, he would let her handcuff him, or in some cases, she would handcuff him to the bed. Once the man was helpless, Josephine took what she wanted.
What are you doing? Where are you taking my money to? Somebody help!
Anything of value. She left him stunned, humiliated, and empty-handed. The men never touched her. She remained untouched, a phantom of desire who preyed on greed and lust. Her victims were mostly older men, married men, influential men, because Josephine knew that they would not risk scandal or shame by reporting her. Year after year, she continued her careful, dangerous routine, moving from one spot to another, always in control, always untouchable. But fate is patient, and one day it caught up with her. She encountered a man in his mid-40s. He was not as easily fooled.
You know this is worth every penny I'm asking. Let's make this deal happen tonight.
Josephine used her usual tactics, leading him to the room, her beauty and confidence working as always. But he recognized her. He remembered her from a previous encounter, the man she had robbed, the humiliation she had left behind. This time, the hunter became the hunted. Days later, Josephine continued her nightly routine, unaware that the man had plotted his revenge. One afternoon, while she was standing casually on the street, she noticed vehicles slowing down and men stepping out with weapons. She realized too late that she had been found. Bullets rang out, screams filled the air, chaos erupted. People fell around her, and the city street transformed into a battlefield. Adrenaline surged through Josephine. She ran, dodging, ducking, weaving through the chaos. Death was close. She could feel it brush past her. Others were not so lucky. The man she had once robbed had orchestrated this ambush, but by sheer instinct and determination, Josephine survived. She vanished into the city crowd, her heart pounding, her hands shaking, her mind racing. That day changed her. Josephine, the untouchable, the seductive phantom of Port Harcourt, realized that her choices had consequences. She had gambled with lives, manipulated men, and lived recklessly, and now she had been confronted with the reality of danger and mortality. For the first time, she felt true fear. And in that fear, she made a vow. Never again would she prey on men. Never again would she live her life in deceit. She would survive, but her freedom would come with a price, a constant awareness that even the cleverest can be caught, and that life is fragile, unpredictable, and unforgiving. Josephine disappeared into the city's labyrinth, her beauty intact, her body untouched, but her heart forever marked. She was still the young, coffee-skinned woman everyone noticed, but she was no longer the phantom who took advantage of desire. She was a survivor, a changed woman, and the city of Port Harcourt would remember her story in whispers as the virgin who lived the life of a prostitute and narrowly escaped the consequences of her own cunning.